Scorpio, out of the two cards that popped out, the Knight of Coins at the bottom. Do the Eight of Swords. So yeah, Scorpio, I do see the Eight of Swords as the card of trying to break free from something, trying to overcome some sort of restriction. This may have something to do with work. This may have something to do with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, possibly a Leo even. I do see the Knight of Coins as the card of Leo and Virgo. The Eight of Swords, the card of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I do see it as a card of Gemini. Yeah, this is some form of restriction, and you feeling like maybe you can't do anything about it, but you can. I feel like you can, She has, her throat illuminated. If you can make that out. It's like I feel by speaking up, you can accomplish something, the Knight of Coins does indicate, good coming in. But yeah, this may just indicate you. Oh wow. Ace of Wands popped out. So yeah, this can have something to do with, work restricting you, possibly getting a new job, or getting moved up at work, but, maybe your family is suffering from this, or maybe your health is suffering because it's more stressful, something like that. May indicate a significant other possibly getting promoted or having some sort of new, exciting beginning, but lucrative perhaps with the Knight of Coin. But again, there being some level of restriction here. I feel with the Knight of Coin, there can be a solution, and I feel like it's slowly going to get better. I feel like you will find a way, you will cope, you will learn how to deal, with this. But, the Ace of Wands here does indicate it's exciting, the prospects looks really good. Interesting. Yeah, with the Ace of Wands, we're dealing with a Leo, Aries, Sag. Leaning more towards Leo with the Knight of Coin. You have the Page of Cups. Yeah, this may have something to do with a significant other, possibly a friend, a loved one, maybe a child even, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yeah, I definitely feel like this, whatever this is, well, first of all, I feel like it's new. I feel like it's new. I also feel like it's not as big of a deal as you're making it out to be. I feel like it may possibly, in the long run, benefit you. That in the long run it will benefit you. But just, for the time being, it may be a little restrictive. Yeah, this may have something to do with significant other, love. May possibly indicate that this person is maybe restricting you of something. I see the Page of Cups. I see this child looks very innocent. So it may not be like they're doing it on purpose. The Ace of Swords here. So yeah, I definitely feel like this is something new. The Ace of Swords does indicate, something new coming in. And it, again, I was reading a book on tarot today, and I just read that, it can be for better or for worse. Like, it's something new, but it may, something new and exciting, but it may restrict you a little bit. It's very funny. So, but yeah, I feel this is good. I really do feel like this is good. I feel like maybe not that you brought this onto yourself, but maybe you initiated this maybe promotion or this new person, like you wanted this, but it just came with a little bit of baggage that you, I don't know if you weren't expecting it, you just didn't know the extent of it, Yeah, with the Ace of Swords, again, you may be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Wow. You have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, right underneath the Eight of Swords. So the Ten of Swords does indicate, an ending of something. You have the King of Cups right underneath. I do see the King of Cups as your card of Scorpio. Could also be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, maybe a Libra. I do see the 8 and 10 of Swords as cards of Gemini. But yeah, the Ten of Swords indicates, an ending of something that possibly brought you a lot of worry, anxiety. Maybe, possibly not ending the way that you wanted it to, but, it ending and being over, along with, again, the baggage that came with it. I'm going to pull a clarifying card for the Ten of Swords and Eight of Swords together. The Two of Wands. Yeah, this makes a little bit more sense now. Yeah, you possibly had, two directions you could have gone. Possibly concerning love with the King of Cups and the Page of Cups. But with the Two of Wands can also indicate work, and the Knight of Coins may also indicate work. Possibly there being two directions, and, both Two of Wands, both potentially equally good. Two directions in life, The Ace of Swords also talks about that. So there may have been two directions that you could have taken, and you possibly chose one. Yeah, love interest may have influenced this decision. Yeah, with this card here, you have these gates that have opened, and now you have two directions to take, left or right. One side is green, the other is purple. They both look, equally enticing. But I feel one of them is, or I feel a decision has been made. Yeah, I do see the Two of Wands as the card Aries. Okay. Interesting. You have the Devil. Yeah, this may indicate that whatever helped you make this decision, you feel very connected with, possibly a little too connected to. This can also possibly indicate having to end, something with the Ten of Swords and the Devil here, possibly having to end something that, wasn't healthy for you because of possibly a new job or a new person in your life, a new relationship. And, I feel you felt a little apprehensive to do this. The Devil here is all red. It's the same color as the blindfold and hand tie for this female who's tied up in the Eight of Swords. So I feel like, maybe this was what was restricting you, this bad habit, this person who was maybe influencing your life, negatively. Yeah, with the Knight of Coin, you may be dealing with a Capricorn. The Devil card may indicate possibly having made this decision. You have this man-female tied together here, bonded together. It may be, you possibly feeling bound to your job, bound to this new position or possibly old position, and, possibly not being able to show the person who you are with how much you love them, or possibly not being able to talk to them as much, even though you're potentially, going down this path for them. That may very well be the case. But yeah, I do see a new love here. With the Page of Cups, possibly feeling very much bound to them. Wow. You have the Death card, Scorpio. Yeah, this is the card of Scorpio. Yeah, very much in line with the Ten of Swords here. Yeah, I certainly feel there's an ending. But more than this being, negative, I feel that's just, I'm getting this feeling that's bittersweet, that you made a decision and you're getting it, but I feel like the other decision, was equally good, and you were very much looking forward to possibly both. Death card indicates, complete change, transition, transformation. It's ruled by Pluto. So I feel it's intense. I feel this decision is intense. But, at least you still have your significant other, or possibly will meet someone new. The Page of Cups here. Yeah, I definitely feel like love is part of the influence on this choice that you made. Possibly all the influence, maybe a child, not necessarily a love, but you have a child in your life, someone younger, someone who you're taking care of, or someone who looks up to you. And you feel, bound to this person, that you have to, better their life. Moon card underneath. So yeah, I feel this transformation, very similar color palette here. I do feel this transformation is very ambiguous, up in the air. Possibly feeling like you don't know what will happen. And then you have the Four of Coin here. I'm happy that the Four of Coin came up after the Moon card, because the Four of Coin does indicate predictability. Things not necessarily going much better, but not getting worse. I feel like there may be some apprehension in making this decision because you don't know whether this will work in your favor or not. With the Four of Coin right underneath it, I feel like it will. I feel like it will work out in your favor. You know, you have this chest here full of gold. You know, heaping with gold. Then you have this this globe here. So yeah, travel may have something to do with this. You have this ship in the background. Yeah, I definitely feel like this is definitely a transition. Yeah, you know, the two of Wands I do see as a very exciting, you know, card. I feel like there's a lot of potential here. So yeah, keep that in mind. Yeah, Scorpio. Yeah, thank you. Hey guys, I just wanted to mention a way that may help you speed up your manifestation process. Everyone's heard of vision boards. Well, creating one on your phone is actually quite easy. You know, you just go to Google, you know, select the images that, select whatever it is that you want to have, whether it's, you know, a house on the beach or, you know, what have you. You know, save the image. And there's a lot of apps that you can use to make a collage. I'm using PicParty, and it's actually quite easy when your phone is working. Yeah, then you just select the pictures that you want. Click next. Well, you can pick the format or the layout rather. Click next. Done. Save it. And set it as your wallpaper. You know what also works is just writing whatever it is that you want on, you know, notebook paper and taking a picture of it, you know, and setting it as your lock screen or your background. So again, every time you open up your phone, you see it and yeah, you think about it. Yeah, what also works is possibly changing a password that you maybe have to you know, use every day to, you know, something that you really want. So every time you put the password in, you think about it. Yeah, anyway guys, I hope this helps.